Premier Dominic Perrottet has used his speech at the New South Wales Liberal Party campaign launch event to unveil his most ambitious election promise yet. Kenny Heatley is there. Kenny, talk us through the announcement.
Hi, Janie. Well, it's all wrapped up now, but it was in this room not that long ago where Dominic Perrottet made his speech to the party faithful, including former Prime Minister John Howard, to announce a fairly significant reform in terms of housing and education. And he described it as ensuring the financial future of New South Wales children. It's called the New South Wales Kids Future Fund. And what the coalition government will do if re-elected is for every child 10 years and under in the first year, and then newborns every year after that, they'll set up a child with an account each. They'll seed it with $400 and then they'll match the parent or child contributions up to $400 each year. And Premier Dominic Perrottet says that by the time they're 18 years old, this account could potentially reach $28,000, and then they could go on to use that for housing and education. Here's more from the Premier at the Liberal Party campaign launch 2023 earlier.
As they go on to invest in education and housing, they will repay our investment many times over. Because imagine right now what you may have done with a $28,000 nest egg to get you started in life. Imagine what that will mean for your children.
Now, there's no details yet about how much this is going to cost or how it's going to be paid for, but we do know that it's going to cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And the Liberal Party sources, they say that Dominic Perrottet has been working on this policy for years and took inspiration from Canada. But Labor, who will be keen to point out at a press conference coming up any minute now with Shadow Treasurer Daniel Mookie, they'll be keen to point out that 19 years ago, federal Labor had a similar proposal where they called it a nest egg fund, where newborns would get an account seeded by the government with $3,000, incremental top-ups as they get older, and then they can access it at 18 years to start a business, go to university, or buy into the housing market as well. Now, we also, Premier Dominic Perrottet was keen to point out that considering the economic times that we're in at the moment, that voting for Labor is a risk.
Countries across the globe are facing recession. Businesses are worried and jobs are at risk. We enter this race as the underdog. But just like in 2011, the people of New South Wales now face a choice.
But look, as election campaign launches go, it wasn't all serious. Treasurer Matt Keane was on the stage with a bit of a comedy routine at the Labor leader's expense.
Let me paint you a picture. It's a scary one. Premier Chris Minns sitting in his newly furnished Macquarie Street office, day one of the job. He's applied an extra dose of gel to the hair. Let's face it, I'm so jealous. He's got Akka Daka playing over the speakers. The phone rings and Premier Minns picks up. Good morning, Mr. Classens. What rail line should we strike on today?
So the Liberal Party campaign launch is now officially done and dusted, 13 days out to the New South Wales election, and the countdown is on. Jane.
It certainly is. Not too long to go now. Thanks so much, Kenny.